Hey, welcome everyone. I want to do a video lesson basically on how to short an earnings winner for 8 points in total trade. So this was a really big day, five-figure day for myself. Extremely excited. All called out live in TrickTrades.com chat room with live trade ideas screen share. IRBT. This was an earnings winner, I guess, so to speak. Pretty much a loser. But anyways, this thing popped up. It was on my scans. It popped up. It sold off. So that to me, it showed some pretty good signs of weakness. That's most likely some people that are in that wanted to get out as an exit strategy, and then the conference call came and just fucking nailed everyone, just completely trapped everyone that piled in pre-market looking for this thing to run. So anyways, on my scans here, I was watching the 80 level. That's where it was proving to be pretty resistant there. And then we have highs at 83. So we have two whole numbers, the 83 and the 80, that are going to be in play. So I was watching this pre-market, and then once the bell went, I was actually distracted with two other trades on AKAM and CMG. Both earnings winners as well. One winner, one loser, I should say. And I was watching those really closely. Made a couple points on AKAM. I kind of fucked up the CMG trade, but is what it is. It ended up washing out really hard earlier, but I covered up. So is what it is. Sorry, there's a little bit of background noise here. I got the dogs in the house. They're animals. Anyway, so let's get into the trade and why I took it and how I took it. So IRBT, we have this very clear channel range, right, from pre-market trading. Once the bell went, it can get pretty volatile, right? And I want to show you something here. So right in this area, you can see we got this really well-defined area. You see this this yellow dashed line, okay? Now that's the previous close of after-hours trading, okay? Now I use that all the time on TC2000 charts because the previous close, I mean, it's way down here. That's not going to do you any good, you know, when with a big gap up. So I will use that quite often. Just one sec. I do want to just kind of get rid of that now. So I entered on the break of that previous close, okay? I entered on that previous close. There was a support break there, just looking extremely weak, and then just wrote it down. This thing was an absolutely unbelievable trade. You can see this pinkish purplish moving average. That's the 9 EMA. It's a short-term trend indicator that I use quite often, and this pink one, that's the 50 EMA. So both I use on my charts with the VWAP. That's all I use on my charts, nothing more, nothing less, and volume. That's all you guys need, okay? Support and resistance. That's it, that's all. So on this, there was, you can see how it was kind of basing here, and I do want to mark that because I kind of want to show you guys something here, right? There's also some daily chart. See that? Right there. So I noticed that on the daily chart, and then it started to bounce, okay? Pretty good indicator that this is most likely going to either rocket up or at least retrace into the VWAP. So that's where I took the trade off. I took some covers into, I believe it was this wash here, and then that was it. I didn't cover up too much, and I had a nice meaty position on it. So it popped up, it quickly rejected and came back down. But that's what I noticed. So I ended up re-entering on this. I do want to mark out one other area on the daily chart because I want to show you guys that you don't need all these MACDs and RSIs and all that horse shit out there cluttering up your charts, okay, guys? Support and resistance is king. Price action is king. That's it, period. So this popped up. It was looking really weak. You can see with this candle here, it rejected. That's a seller's candle, what I call a seller's candle. That's a heavy rejection. To me, that's looking like it's going to come down pretty hard, and it did. So right here, I should actually move this up just a little bit. So on this one here, I said, and I called it out in chat, if this breaks, this thing it's going to go to 68, which is, that's the level on the daily chart that we were watching, right? So, and that's exactly what it did. Support and resistance, baby, 101. That's all it is. Easy peasy. So once it broke, I got entered. I had a 70-41 average on this one with that little bit of slippage in it, and I was fine. I was risking off of this up here, and yeah, I mean, I caught 6 points on this first trade, okay, and I caught an additional 2 on this trade. So 8 points in total, guys, okay? 8 points in total on a so-called earnings winner. And there's a certain somebody that's out there that always tells you never to short earnings winners. Why? They fucking gap up, they become super overextended instantly, and then you get these panic washes. You get these washes because most of these executives that are giving the fucking earnings call release, they say stupid shit all the time, and this is what happens. This is exactly what happens. And usually, at worst, even if they don't say something stupid, you'll get a nice little profit-taking wash at the open, and then you can cover up, and you're done. Doesn't mean you have to hold these things forever, okay? But like I said, okay, for the second trade, I don't mean to get off on a rant here, but that sort of stuff drives me nuts. You know, people make it seem like in trading that you have to hold these things forever or days and days. Nah, man. You can hold them for a couple minutes to a couple hours, or if you want, hold them for a couple of days. I mean, do whatever the fuck you want, right? There's a million and one different ways to make money in the market. So on this here, it popped up. Okay, broke support, popped up, tested former support, now becoming resistance, okay? Now, that's a very clear sign. If you wanted to add into that position, you absolutely could, and you could just hammer it hard with confidence. This thing came down. As soon as it based, you see this candle here and here. You got that little double bottom, and then it bounced because it was so close to that 68 area, because it's actually the 68 I was watching. I can get it there. I had the 68 on my actual chart at the time. So where it reclaimed that and it popped up, I was like, nah, I'm out. I don't feel it, because that's what I figured it was going to do. It was just going to consolidate the rest of the day. I don't know. It looks like it may have cracked. Yeah, it cracked, and now it's still consolidating. That's what these things will do. They'll dump and then consolidate, and you don't want to get locked into the consolidation. This is the lunchtime lull. You don't want to deal with that. So 6 points here, 2 points here. Guys, total of 8 points. Easy, low stress trade. Don't get scared over the dollar amount per share, this $80 a share. Guys, you don't need much. You don't need many shares at all. If you took 100 shares on this, so about $8,000 investment, you should be able to hit that with your margin. Man, do the math. That's 8 points. That's $800 on a stress-free 2 trades. Easy money, man. And that's only off of 100 shares, right? You know, with trades like this that look so weak, and they like this is a perfect setup. You can hit hard with confidence, guys. Don't be afraid to hammer shit when it's actually working, okay? That's how you make money, all right? But it should be about the process first, right? Money second, process first. But that's the how to shorten earnings winner. Don't let these guys tell you shouldn't short earnings winner, guys. That's why I'm here and why I started this, because there's too much misinformation that's out there that gets spewed to the new traders that they'll develop way too many bad habits out there, okay? So here it is. That's what I got for you. Also, if you go on my Twitter, at TrickMitch1, and you retweet any IRBT tweets of mine, you get entered in a draw for 1 month free mentoring. That's huge. Okay, guys? Now, those mentoring live class lessons, that library in there, that is better than any trading DVD that's out there. Those lessons right there will make you money 100%. No doubt in my mind. I've proven it time and time again with my members, okay? So go onto my Twitter, at TrickMitch1, retweet an IRBT tweet of mine, and you'll get entered in a draw, and I will announce it at my pre-market plan of attack at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Okay, guys? Huge opportunity for you guys to kick some ass. So I will see you guys later. Thanks for joining me.